Yo, 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 yo. What up? YouTube, welcome. Oh, this light is not on. No wonder. How's it going? Welcome to Osiris Cast. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Osiris Cast time. Here we go, boys and girls. There's a boatload of matches going on in this time slot. And man, there's a few very exciting matches. Before we get into a match, though, a real quick AP usage, very quick, and just we go back into Osiris League. Just gotta make sure, you know what I'm saying? We get rid of all of this. The play on the Osiris League was on the Obelisk was closed to work, but alas, that's the way sometimes, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. You can't win them all. You win some, you lose some. It was a good attempt. We did our best. One way or another, even if squad would have won that match, it would have been like, hooray, everybody wins Oryx, but hey, we still stay disqualified from the playoffs. So yeah, it required a Hail Mary, and it required a play that would get us a victory with some solid points. But even if that play worked, and even if squad won, and even if it was by 20,000 points, it probably wouldn't have been enough. It would have required really a miracle for squad to continue on, primarily because of the situation that happened with SN last week, where they gave a 80,000 point differential lead to the team that beat them. And so, yeah, it is what it is. We're out of Osiris League. Top 32 is where we bow out. And the good thing is that at least we get to cast now 3 time zones instead of just 1, because I won't be playing anymore. But again, the bad news are we're out of the league. And so, yeah, it's a shame. It was a lot of fun. Massive shout out to the squad crew. What I think went wrong there? A lot of things went wrong there. There's a lot that can be said about what worked and what didn't work. From inside, from things that we did to things that we didn't do, to how we approached the match. And also, at the end of the day, it kind of like us losing matches obviously is our fault, right? The fact that we lost one match to what's their face? We lost one of our 2 matches prior is indeed our fault, on top of losing this one, right? But on top of that, with the whole SN situation where the points differential is like 80,000 point differential, to lose like that, oh, well, we don't want that yet. To lose like that really kills the whole group, because it pretty much makes it a situation where in a 2-2-2 scenario, one team is 100% guaranteed to make it in just because of point differentials. So it's like, it sucks. It happened, and it is what it is. But we're going to talk about this match. I just wanted to use our AP really quickly and send gatherers. I see some gold. Send some gatherers out while we are casting. We got a cool match coming up. This is Squad against FN. Both of these teams are fighting for a spot in the playoffs. Whoever wins this match will indeed make it forward to the next stage of Osiris League, a top 16 placement. There are a bunch of other teams playing right now. I mean, all of the Realm of Horus is pretty much playing right now, with the exception of the 3 matches. 6 out of 32 teams already played, and the remaining 26 are gonna play right now. There are 13 matches happening, and we picked a match that is a match that both sides have a lot to lose in. It's a win or lose situation. There are other matches that could be interesting to spectate, watching TR against 114, and a couple of other matches that are really, really, really interesting. I believe the Osiris, the Rise of Kingdoms channel is casting the JST match, but I'll tell you what, I think that while those teams might be a bit more exciting, quote unquote, to spectate right now, what we're looking for is to kind of keep telling the storylines of the teams that are playing, right? And so, yes, oh, well, we didn't want to do that. Yes, there is one team out there that is probably a little bit more interesting to watch, but if their win or loss means nothing to their group, then why are we doing it, right? We want to follow the Osiris League. And so here we go. Where's our match? Bam. Smash Squad versus FN. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an Osiris League cast brought to you by Gecko Gaming. FN Fire Nation versus Smash Squad up on deck. This is for a placement in the top 16 in Osiris League Season 4. You have the combatants appearing on your screen right here for both teams. One of these guys you guys know very well. His name is Chiskel, second on the list right out there. Chiskel Gaming, another content creator, the most known and followed content creator in Rise of Kingdoms, and they are playing for a spot in the top 16. Smash Squad, I think I've made it to top 16 in the past. I don't remember. Don't hate on me. But FN definitely made it out there a couple of times, and now they're looking to come back into it with Groggy as the leader, Westy West, Air, Steven, and the FU as the key players to keep an eye on. 2 minutes remaining until the match begins. For the record, we will keep updating you guys consistently on all the evolving situations in the other matches, as we will have them pulled up right up here on the phone, and keep you updated on the scores and updated on everything you need to know. And so, taking a look at this very quickly, looks like the team has teleported in already. By the looks of it, Smash Squad is all in here, and on the other side, the blue team seems to be very well positioned as well. Let me go grab a cup of water really quickly before we start, because I forgot to do that. And we have a minute to kill until that happens. I need that water, because if this gets crazy, I'm going to have to drink, because this could be a crazy tight match. Give me a second, chat. Unprepared Gecko. Boo. But then again, since when's Gecko ever prepared, right? At this point, prepared Gecko is more exciting than unprepared Gecko. That's pretty much how it works. That's how we do things in here. Unprepared, baby. Limbo, what's up, dude? Yes, sir. Good luck to both teams, as this match is going to get very exciting very quickly. Let's see what they have in mind. Let's see what they have placed as their strategy. We both know that these teams are very capable. We're going to see probably the standard beginning by both teams, and that's usually a quick grab on the outposts, swing into the obelisks, grab your own obelisks, wait for the teleports, get the teleports. While that's going on, march your marches forward to the different forward buildings, and then the question is, do you go above and beyond your own buildings into enemy territory to try to take first occupation on your enemy's buildings, or do you stay back to take your own buildings? If you don't know what I'm talking about, take a look at the map right there. The Ark of Osiris map. Cortex, come on, dude. Again, the Ark of Osiris map is a mirrored map. As you can see, for example, the little dog looking like icon is in the opposite side. The map is a mirrored map, which means everything in the line with the red, the yellow icon in the middle, you'll see like a middle line. Both sides of the map are equal, which means this building right here is supposedly the blue building's team, the blue team's building. Dyslexia is a thing. And this should, in theory, be the red building's team. Both teams launching hard push early on. The reason they are using these skills is they want to occupy their obelisk as quickly as humanly possible. That means that instead of 3 minutes worth of occupation, they've now brought it down to 2 minutes. It cuts off 1 occupation minute away. Smash Squad grabbing their top obelisk very, very early on. Their timer is already ticking down, and now Negan is on his way to move forward. Maybe he's going to try to snack something out of here, but more than likely he's just going to go suicide in an enemy's building or something like that instead of marching his way home. FN's obelisk taken a few seconds later, and the obelisks that remain, the top one for the blue team and the red one for the bottom team, are usually the further away obelisks. They're the ones that take a little bit longer for you to occupy, which is why they take this time. You can see Fire Nation grab their obelisk first, and here comes Groggy to pick up the bottom obelisk as well, which puts them kind of on an even pace, except for the fact that Smash Squad picked up their initial outposts a little bit early, so they're going to start ticking for points before the blue team does. However, the counter to that is that the blue team picked up their forward outpost a little bit earlier, than Smash Squad did. So in the beginning, what we're going to be seeing is we're going to be seeing the red team pulling ahead in the points per minute game. And from there, the blue team will catch up. And then they'll be ahead in the points per minute game, and they'll balance out in points. If you don't know how points work in Ark of Osiris, you have a timer to occupy a building. Once you occupy it, you gain X amounts of points every single minute. On top of that, you have first occupation bonuses where essentially, first one to occupy the building wins. So here we go. Let's take a look. Marches are starting to pour in. We're seeing blue marches all over the place. The blue team is actually sending a rally, forward-facing rally, infantry rally towards the desert altar. It looks like this rally might go hit for the obelisk. However, the more than likely outcome here is that this rally will break somewhere here very soon near the red team's desert altar. And there's going to be a contest by the blue team to grab this desert altar. No, there isn't. They keep gunning it. They're going for the obelisk. They're not going to let it go down. They know that they have a little bit of time, 38 seconds remaining until this goes down. And did they break the rally? Hello? Rally? Yes, they did. It broke the rally. And they're actually marching backwards, which is bugged, I guess. Here we go. A little bit of defense on the red desert altar. Not that much, but here it comes. The pouring marches to defend their own building. The blue team has a bunch of marches near their building, and they're starting to posture forward. They want to come in for a first occupation swarm, but I don't think they're going to be here in time. They're going to let probably Smash Squad grab this building first and then try to take it back from them. While that's going on, there is a blue rally already launched on Smash Squad's outpost, and this is looking pretty good. That's 30 points per minute that Smash Squad might lose early on. Both teams getting teleports. You can see on the top, right next to the obelisk sign, the teleport available. 0 for the team in blue who teleported all their people in. 2 available for the red team who are about to potentially lose a outpost. But while I say that, they grabbed a blue outpost away from them too. So it looks like a decent trade overall. Red team trying to maintain this 50-ish point lead they have. And as the buildings are about to open up for occupation in 20 seconds or so, things are looking a little hairy for both teams. One of their initial buildings were lost for each side. And right now, Smash Squad is in the lead by about 50 points-ish, give or take. And from there, we're going to see what else happens. Here we go. 3 seconds remaining. Desert altars tend to be where the madness is at. Here comes the red team towards the blue desert altar, but they cannot grab it. Blue team cannot grab the red desert altar either. They will fail at that first occupation attempt. And by the looks of it, each team picks up their own buildings, respectively, with the exception of the one outpost that was stolen by each team. So far, cookie cutter, match, initial strategy, pretty much what we know that has to go down early on. But here is a problem. Smash Squad have a ton of people left in this desert altar, the blue desert altar, and it's taking a massive swarm. Chisco Gaming in here, Tickle Fist in here as well. For a little while, there was no garrison in here, which was very problematic for the blue team. They switched now to Zenobia, and with that switch, there is a huge swarm in here swarming the Zenobia, but there's also an equal amount of blue marches that can refill the building if there needs to be a refill. While that goes on and there's no refills, they're going to just keep swarming the swarm down. First occupations are going to go in a few moments for both teams. And when that happens, you're going to see their points shoot up like crazy because each desert altar that you first occupy safely is worth 750 points. And by the look of it, the map is just split even. And now starts the match. It's very rare to see a match that has a different beginning. It looks like the folks in blue are just moving towards the middle. Are they really going to middle? 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Yes, they are. 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. The blue team says, we don't care about the desert altar anymore. And it changes hands without first occupation. Hello? I'm so confused. I am very confused as to what just happened. The blue team just gave up on their desert altar. They sent people to mid while there's still folks fighting in the desert altar. Now, granted, there's enough people in here to retake the desert altar back into the blue team and not allow the red team that first occupation. But look at the score difference. That score difference right now is 100% in favor of the team in red, which, by the way, still have one teleport available. And the points per minute is also in their favor, as this building has yet to be occupied by the team in blue. So 150 points for the next minute and a half in favor of Smash Squad. And then FN will take their first occupation on their own desert altar. From there, things might get a little better. But here we go. A little reaction. FN are going hard on Smash Squad's desert altar, and this desert altar is not looking healthy. There's one more march out here ready to refill when the time comes, and there it goes. But that's about it. Sterling has one march out here as well, but this is a cavalry march. It's going to be, better than nothing. But with this kind of swarm and insane rally on this desert altar, Smash Squad are about to lose this building, and with that, their points per minute lead. Just like that. And now we're back to 440 and 290. They lose both of their altars. Oh boy. 53 seconds remaining on the sky altar and 46 minutes remaining on the desert altar. While that's going on, though, they are approaching the enemy sky altar, and they're doing really good at trying to take that away from them. The problem is they lost both of their altars, and they might trade 2 for 1. That still works very much in the favor of the blue team, who have yet to get first occupation on their own desert altar. And as soon as that happens, things will balance out a little bit in the points per minute. Here comes Groggy's rally after a swarm really fluffed down the sky altar. Groggy's archer rally against this Zenobia should be very successful unless the blue team managed to bring in the reinforcements quick enough. However, we all know that the blue team has already postured a bit forward towards the middle. But man, here comes Smash Squad for that as well. And they're here in bigger numbers. This is why they lost both of their buildings. And now they're looking to take them back. They more than likely will be successful at taking them both, as you can see right there. And now they also take an enemy's blue building. Desert altar secured. Sky altar secured. And now they go for blood. They grab the enemy sky altar. And while they're still down in the points per minute, and the blue team will gain the lead momentarily any second now, if they don't stop this bleeding and they stop it right now, they might lose their lead while fighting for middle. While all this is going down, they take the desert altar away from Smash Squad, and Smash Squad take it back. And that again denies another minute worth of points per minute. But at this stage, we're at 490. Both brakes are pumped. Stop completely and entirely. 490. Slight lead for the blue team. 440. Apologies. Slight lead for the blue team, who take the desert altar again? I'm so confused. I am so confused. They keep denying that occupation of the desert altar for the red team. Trouble for the red team. Their obelisk is very low. Fate Nation's rally is hitting them and hitting them hard. If this obelisk goes down, it's going to be massive, because this is still a time in which there are people who have not yet teleported to the front, as they haven't gotten teleports yet. If this obelisk goes down, there's going to be a massive delay on the teleporting capabilities of Smash Squad. Iron, or however that was, realized what's going on, and he's coming in to reinforce this obelisk. Now an obelisk is looking a little bit healthier, as someone else, by the way, came in here while we weren't watching and secured the position on the obelisk. A little bit of a threat right there that Smash Squad neutralized very, very well. And with that being said, a minute and a half missing for the middle. There go the skill triggers, and here we go. Chisco Gaming dropping the skills right there. Both attack and defense. Both teams now holding and occupying buildings. Smash Squad 300 points per minute ahead in this game. And Yadwiga? What are you doing here? Hello? Well, middle teams are fighting hard. I see a lot of blue marches out here and some red as well. Skills popped all over the place. And man, this is looking strong for the both teams. So far, it looks like we see more blue than red. But we're not seeing that many frownies from either side. First frownie for the blue team and 1 for red. There goes 1 for blue again. 2 for blue. Oh boy. Blue team coming from behind as well, making sure they don't let Smash Squad get it easy. There go the frownies. 2 for 1 again. 3 for 1. 3 for 2. And it looks like we're even frownies wise. But then again, a couple of blue ones come out. And there's a red one as well. Frownies all over the place. Who is going to take this arc? Lots of blue winning in the middle. They're not winning just yet. I'm seeing just as many frownies from both sides. And here we go. Arc is popped. Who's going to grab it first? Who's going to drop it on their side? Arc carriers on both sides. I see Tao Tao's all over the place. Who's going to bring it on their favor? Because right now, Smash Squad is ahead in the points per minute game quite badly, and that is not good for the team in blue. To make matters worse, they dropped the arc on their side, and they are dipping. Westy is just gone. He has that arc, and he is just booking it. Nobody from the blue team nearby to catch this Osiris out, which is now getting hit. That Osiris is not going to last that long. He is slowed down, and there comes the break of this arc carrier. But here's the problem. Lots of red marches in here, and very few blues right now, with the arc way pulled by Westy West. Very big pull by Westy West away from the Temple of Osiris, which sits right there. All of this distance gained by one arc carrier. This arc is looking really bad for the folks in blue. Westy West picking up the arc yet again, and he's ready to book it yet again. While that's happening, blue frownies all over the place as they're trying to focus the arc carrier, but while they're focusing the arc carrier, everybody else is just swarming the life out of them. This arc carrier might go down. It's a Saladin that's now gotten slowed even further, so he will more than likely drop the arc, but this arc doesn't look too good for the folks in blue. But what does look better for the folks in blue is the Sky Altar they took up top, and with an open field presence right here, they'll be able to probably more than likely secure their position in this place and hold this building for a little bit of points per minute, which is extremely important for them at this point, as they are tied in the points per minute, but they have two buildings that are still about to be occupied. Once those get occupied, that's going to be 300 points per minute in the lead for the team in blue, who are now down by 700 points, and more than likely an Arc of Osiris. That's Saladin survives it all, and blue team loses the first middle fight. Now, the first middle fight is not the most tragic loss on Earth, especially because the blue team reacts extremely well by taking a Sky Altar away from the red team, who currently don't have any capabilities of grabbing their Sky Altar back. However, hard push is done. Now, you gotta wait. Now you gotta wait those 2 full minutes. And Piggy Nick is here trying to just slow down. Anything that comes in to try to swarm the building is going to get taken out by these open field marches, which is the correct play to make. There's also a good garrison in this building. That is going to make life a lot harder for Smash Squad to swarm, especially if 2 or 3 people come to swarm a potentially full building with AoE and a full garrison and an open field swarm helping to swarm out everything. So a good pick right there, focusing on the Trajan and Ethelfled to make sure that there's no buffer, debuffer anywhere nearby. That AoE will do tons of damage to anything. And Smash Squad come in 1 by 1, 2 marches, 3 marches tops, hitting the building. And that's really problematic when you have 5 marches outside swarming the building and the building itself doing damage plus AoE. Smash Squad will not be able to grab this building in time, and the points per minute game is going to swing hard towards the red team. 300 points per minute in the lead, but they are down by 600 points. That is going to go away in 2 minutes, but Smash Squad hold a 3,000 point Arc of Osiris. If you don't know, we're going to have some pop-ups on the screen start showing up with some general information you should be aware of about Arc of Osiris. But in general, and those should be updated. I'm going to make some new of them for the next match. Don't worry. Yeah, the most important thing out of this to know is that this is a 3,000 point Arc. The next one is 3,500 points. The one after that, 40 and 45, so forth and so on. So keep in mind, we're about to see a banking of an arc by Smash Squad, who will probably hold on to it to try to secure these points later on while they start playing the buildings game yet again and try to retake their own building as well as aggress on the enemy Sky Altar. This is looking extremely successful. It looks like the blue team is really having a hard time defending their own Sky Altar, which is going to cause massive issues. Thankfully for them, their own Desert Altar is very well secured, and I feel like this is a good time 10 minutes, 20 minutes into the match to give y'all a quick update about what is going on in the rest of Osiris League right now. GX96 against K6V. K6V are down by 300 points. SNC versus Z415. SNC up by about 1,400 points. JWM 3,300 points ahead of 166. 374, about 10,000, almost 10,000 points ahead of SK57. 1AVG down by 1,300 points to LIIG, or League. L359 are down 2,000 points, 2,200 points to C9N. 412A are down 900 points to the Kings, and this is a huge match for them. They must win this match. UCS are up 16,000 points against NC. NC with 25 people practically didn't show up. No points from them almost whatsoever. OV ahead of 235E by about 3,000 points, 2,500 points. Temple Run doubling the score of 114K by about a lot. I mean, 10,000 to 5,000. Good thing we put our coins on that. SX54 beating JST right now by about 2,500 points. And Boob Live Nation 1008 about 1,300 points ahead of LN93. So bets so far are looking extremely plausible. It looks like the situation in the rest of the matches is very, very interesting. We're going to keep you guys updated on everything going on in those matches. But right now, Smash Squad delivered their arc, and that puts them about 3,000 points in the lead, pretty much the arc. But they're down 120 points per minute, which means there's that gap they have, that lead they have is going to slowly dwindle down unless they manage to even out the points per minute game. And that'll get done in a few moments as the top Sky Altar is going to get back in the favor of Smash Squad, where it should be. In about 20 seconds, our points per minute game will even itself out, and we will see a 590-590 situation. Well, a 595-60 situation as one outpost is missing for the team in blue. So Smash Squad will gain a slight lead in the points per minute game. The blue team smashed head on to the Shrine of War of the red team. I mean, they are going ham in here, but there are so many marches, so much middle presence that is currently defending the Shrine of War on its way potentially to middle. 6 minutes till the arc means there's plenty of time for there to be a fight in here and still show up to the middle and duke it out. And what we mean by showing up in the middle is not only appearing there, but also being able to send your marches home, refresh them, and make it to the middle. That's right, 6 minutes is plenty of time to do that as well. The map is looking very even right now. The only thing that is currently under contest is the red Shrine of War that is being very well defended by the team in Smash Squad, and the Sky Altar up top, which is being rallied and slightly swarmed. There's a bigger swarm by Piggy coming here yet again. The rally is doing tremendous work, but there are a lot of marches out here that are infantry marches, which means they are building fillers. That's what they're here to do, to keep refilling the building. Instead of fighting in the open field, Smash Squad is maintaining a position that will allow them to continually refill this building. However, this rally is punishing this building quite severely. Now, they're focusing on the open field swarm. There is a beautiful Artemisia Tamaris trying to debuff this building, and it's doing a decent amount of work to it, but there are marches coming in here consistently, and it doesn't look like this siege on this building is going to go too good for the team in blue. The team in red, on the other hand, have a very, very strong situation going on in here. A rally that's doing very good against the Sky Altar is now being met with an open field swarm that is coming in big time on the Sky Altar. There are marches plowing their way in here, and all they need to do is they need to make it in to keep holding for a little bit longer to allow more reinforcements to come in. There goes the refill of the building, but there's such a huge swarm in here, and still a ton of this rally from Groggy is alive. There is no blue team in here. They are going to lose this building. This building is going to go down. There's no question about that, unless something crazy happens here and the server crashes and the game is done. This altar is definitely going to go back to the red team, and that'll keep giving them that slight extra lead. FN looking like they are losing composure. They keep losing the Sky Altar non-stop. 150 points per minute gone, and for the next 2 minutes, Smash Squad are going to be 150 points ahead in the points per minute game, and in 2 minutes, they'll go up to 300 points per minute unless the team in blue manage to figure out what to do about it. But they don't care. They don't care. They are all posturing forward. They're all going towards that middle. There is a huge blue presence here right now, and the red team is starting to pile up as well. 3 minutes and 43 seconds remaining into this arc, and absolutely no care for Buildings game. The Buildings game is going to change drastically. 300 points per minute for the team in red in about 2 minutes. That means that, homies, if we do basic math really quickly, in about a minute, this building will go in favor of the red team, of the red team, right? And then there'll be 2 more minutes to wait until the arc arrives. At that point, the red team is going to be 300 points per minute ahead. So even before the arc drops, that middle arc is 3,500 points. But all this commitment to the middle is going to cost the blue team, literally, is going to cost the blue team 600 points. They go in hard, and Chisco procs to the death, FN procs to the death as well, and I mean, bonkers going on. Cortex heals. Blue team is not even in here yet. They pushed in insanely, and this arc, even if they take it right now, is going to be worth 2,900 points. They're going to lose 600 points out of that to the points per minute game that's going on. While that's going on, Kenny is the arc carrier, and he's getting ready to grab the arc. He's getting targeted very, very hardly. A lot of folks are focused on the big cloud, and some folks like Chuck Money have just said, screw it, let's break away and try to catch this arc carrier. The arc carrier, being smart about it, realizing that that's what's going down, is backs off, and now there's a little bit of a 1v1-ish kind of small swarm situation happening near the Temple of Osiris. 2 minutes until the arc spawns, but occupation of the Sky Altar is successful, and at this point, every single minute is 300 points for the team in red, who are now almost 3,000 points ahead in this match, as they have indeed picked up the first arc of Osiris in this match. The middle is looking much better for the blue team than it did previously. They managed to kind of split apart the guys in red, leaving a small the bigger mass at the bottom and a small group up on the top. A lot of the blue people then went up to get rid of the small mass at the top, while the guys at the bottom were holding those who were at the bottom there. As a result, there's a lot of red frowny faces coming in, but the fight did shift closer to the Temple of Osiris and not on the red team's side. Here's the pickle. The red team has continual support coming into the middle, and the blue team doesn't seem to have that many people still coming into this fight. While that's going down, the arc carriers need to stay safe. If the arc carriers go down, it's going to be very problematic, but the team in blue know this, and they are coming in hard. At this middle rate, I am seeing a great deal of work being done by the team in blue, and while they're doing that, they pick up not only their own building back, they also take away Smash Squad's building in the process. So now, they're not behind 300 points anymore, they're actually up about, 80 points? Big shift though. Smash Squad, Negan by himself with a 3-4-man swarm, grabs the Shrine of War away from the team in blue. Big problem for that middle fight that is going to need every single buff. Now the red team has 5% attack and defense more than the blue team does. 33 seconds left in the middle, and Smash Squad is still down by about 80 points, but they are ahead in the stats. They're coming back into this middle fight. This arc has to drop. The blue team needs this arc, and they are getting slowly frownied out of here, slowly and steadily, one by one. This is looking really, really tough for the blue team, who are now having some marches pour in, but it's a little bit late, and they're going to be here just in time for the arc drop. Who can pick up this arc? Kenny, the arc carrier, is getting targeted severely. His Cao Cao is very low. Arc pops. Who picks it up? If Kenny can drop it on his side, that'll be pretty much everything you can ask out of that yellow Cao Cao march. I don't see anyone picking up the arc. I see one person right there picking up the arc. Here we go. 7 seconds. Looks like Smash Squad picks it up. Westy West yet again drops the arc on their side, and he is gone. He is marching this arc yet again, and now the blue team has to start chasing him while the red team get to pick off one by one the marches. This time, Westy West didn't get too far, but Smash Squad have the statistic advantage. They own the Shrine of War that belongs to the blue team, and just as I say it, they lose that building, and now the stats go back in even grounds. Smash Squad are up by about 3,100 points, and this Arc of Osiris is going to be a crucial one for the blue team. If they manage to bring it back, this match is very even. If not, this is going to be very big problems for the team in blue. And right now, again, loads of red marches in the middle, but very little blue presence. Jeeds picks up the arc and starts dipping his way out while we see more frowny faces by the blue team. The red team even itself out. Oh my goodness gracious. They managed to stabilize this middle, which they engaged in early on. They dropped the skills first and went for it. And it looks like Smash Squad yet again will come out victorious out of that middle. And while the arc is dropped, Jeeds will not make it home with it. There's pretty much no blue presence remaining. And now, what are they going to do about it? 30 minutes remaining in this match, ladies and gentlemen. They do own the buildings, and I mean, there is a garrison trying to take the building back, which is definitely not advisable. It is definitely not advisable to have your Zenobia hitting a building. That's troops that are going to the hospital for no real reason. Gallus is also going to find out his Attila Takeda crying home while the marches go into the hospital. And the points per minute advantage does indeed lie in the favor of the blue team by about 220 points. And that should go up even further once they win the building game right here and they get their Shrine of War back. They're going towards the Desert Altar. They're posturing forward in the buildings game. They know that the middle is lost and now they got to do something about it. They need to start gaining more points quicker. 2,700 point lead for the team in blue, in red, and team in blue closing down that gap by 220 points every single minute. But again, the red team now owning the second arc. That means 3,500 points secured in the bank that they can bank whenever they choose to. Smash Squad have shown so far they're able to take the middle and take it big time. Johnny is not giving up on this middle and pretty much wasting his march at this point, and most of their march is being wasted in here trying to catch an arc that will never come their way again. Not at least until the next one. Now the question is whether Smash Squad deliver this arc knowing that they can win it once again, or will they hold on to it and hope and pray to God that FN used that to the death this arc, Smash Squad didn't? They did. Chisco popped to the death too. I'm pretty sure they did. Chisco was the one who popped it first. But while we're at it, Sky Altar being swarmed in the top area. Oh boy, this swarm is looking decent. There is a chance here for FU to grab this building back, but there are reinforcements coming in to try to hold on to this building even further. If they manage to come in here and get here in time, that'll be sweet for the team in blue, who are going to be able to close down the gap even further. But you really never know if they'll make it in time. While that's going on, the arc carrier is still being targeted. But yet again, these marches are just wasting their time. The worst thing that's going to happen is that they're going to drop Jeeds on the red side near their Shrine of War, near their cities, near everything. And now what? You're going to try to snipe an arc away from a team like freaking Smash Squad? I don't think so. But what you are able to do is keep refilling this building because, man, Smash Squad's swarm is just not getting the job done. This building is very well secured, and there's a slight march here swarming as well, which could refill the building if it needs to. And so good news for the team in blue. They stabilize at least a little bit their points per minute game. They're in the lead by 300 points, and they're closing that gap very, very quickly. Here comes Smash Squad, the middle crew that was still left. They're going towards the Shrine of War that was very poorly defended in the middle fight, which probably caused some of the very, very one-sided middle situation that we saw. Smash Squad here trying to defend their Sky Altar as FN in blue are just literally swarming the life out of this with a rally as well. Good stuff by Fire Nation. And Fire Nation, right? They're not Fate Nation. Fate Nation, not Fire Nation. My bad. I always mix between Fire Nation and Fate Nation. So Fate Nation doing what they need to do to try to take this building away from Smash Squad. That building is in red, and there is presence here by the crew in red as well. But the blue team has a big swarm happening here. The team in red needs to be very careful. If they don't keep refilling this building and not pay attention to it, they might lose it in a very, very, very big swarm that's happening here. There's a rally still hitting, and the rally is hitting hard. Remember, skill damage by the archers. Archer's rally does not care how many marches there are in the rally. So long as it's there and it keeps proccing skills, it'll do the damage. Well, it'll do majority of the damage. And so rally keeps getting refills on top of all of that, and the swarm is still here. Can Smash Squad hold on to this building as Fate Nation are doing everything within their fate to be able to try to get this building? Well, all that's happening. Smash Squad grab their Sky Altar back, and they also take Fate Nation's Shrine of War. Trouble for the team in blue because their points per minute lead is dwindled down to 70 points per minute. And they need more than that. They're going to need a lot more than that to be able to come back from this. But this is a great start for them. This swarm is looking insanely good. Nobody's coming into the building. Last second joining into the building and saving the life out of that. More marches in here. They need to occupy the building. Here come more reinforcements. That was very close, ladies and gentlemen. Smash Squad almost losing their own building in the process. And the rally finally dies. And so will more than likely the swarm. A little bit of a close call for the team in red, but yes, sir, the defense holds, and they live to fight another day. Now that middle crew is kind of trying to march around after they take the Shrine of War away from Fate Nation. Smash Squad's middle team is now posturing towards the Sky Altar, just doing that forward rotation. And while this is going on, ladies and gentlemen, we are about 25 minutes until the end of this match, and I think it is time to give you a quick update as to what is going on in the remainder of Osiris League. If you're enjoying the cast, of course, don't forget to slap that like. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe down below. We're going to do this yet again later tonight. And then from here on out, pretty much every single time zone there is an arc going on, because we unfortunately are out of Osiris League. And so that's the time for us to start casting and doing our thing even more than before. And so as Smash Squad hold on to the arc, they're now only 1,500 points ahead, but they are now in the points per minute lead by about 80 points. And so far, so good. Now the blue team needs to stabilize. And I mean, this is going to go down to the last arc and provisions, which I am very excited about. GX40 and 96 are ahead now of K6V by about 4,200 points. In a very interesting turn of events, SNC, who were ahead of Z415, are now down by about 3,500 points, as Z415 is indeed ahead. JWM almost doubling the points of 166, 25,000 to 13,000. K374 more than doubling the points of SK57, 27,000 to the 12,000 points. 1AVG take the lead against the folks in LIIG, 19,866 to 17,840, a 2,000 point lead to the crew in 1AVG. While that's going down, we have also L359 losing to C9N by about 10,000 points. 412A taking the lead back from the Kings by about 2,000 points. UCS about 40,000 points ahead of NC. OV 26,000 points to the 14.3 thousand points of 235E. 114 losing to TR, 21,800 points to the 13,775. Looks like 114 is not going to have a good time with that. SX54 ahead of JST by about give or take 2,300 points. And finally, the Boob Nation match against LN93 turns a little close, as they are ahead still, but by only 100 points. And so here we go. Let's go take a peek, because this match is nowhere near over. With about 1,000 point differential, FN still have plenty of time to come back into the 22 minutes remaining in this match. There is a equal building distribution, except that Smash Squad lost their top Sky Altar and just now regained it, which will give the folks in FN a 70 points per minute lead in here. Smash Squad delivering the arc, knowing that they might need another arc to guarantee and secure their victory, as they keep losing their buildings left and right. And so, but they are winning the middle fights, and that's really all that matters for them. Here comes FN with a big swarm down on the Shrine of War. In return, there's a rally coming in by Abe onto the Desert Altar, and the swarm coming for the Desert Altar is getting chunked down. Tickle Fist is really taking a beating by these FN marches, who are now pouring down to the Shrine of War to secure this Shrine of War. There's a march that decides that it's going to hit the building before the rally does, and so that march is going to get chunked and destroyed before anyone even can get here. And this is just a mistake by FN. There is no reason for this Atel Takeda to not do any damage whatsoever and just get wrecked and not let the rally come in. While they might want to divert the damage away from the rally for a few moments, that Atel Takeda could have definitely done better than what it did. But here comes the rally. Here comes the swarm. More and more blue marches are coming down towards this desert, towards this Shrine of War. And this is going to be a very tough hold for Smash Squad, who have the open field presence in here. But there's a huge presence also by the team in blue. While that's going on, Smash Squad is also yet again posturing towards the Sky Altar, which the team in Fate Nation in red have not been able to hold on to any time Smash Squad came for it. While that's going on, Abe's rally is getting chunked down, and it will more than likely not be successful. But this is a huge problem. Massive swarm on that Zenobia, plus an Archer rally. Reinforcements coming in by Smash Squad in red, trying to stop the bleeding, stop the damage being done in here. The rally is swarmed and killed, and now it's a swarm versus building and swarm. Can this swarm take this building away? 6.5 minutes until the next arc pops. FN are really looking to lose their marches as quickly as possible so that they can go refill them and get ready for a probably the most important middle fight in this game. Here we go. The building is about to go down, but then it gets refilled. A little bit of a breathing room, but there's still very much a huge swarm in here. Some of the swarm is not even able to hit the building yet, as it starts swinging around, trying to find a spot to be able to hit the building. This gives Smash Squad an opportunity for quick refills, and just like that, building is not even being attacked anymore. the team in blue is just rotating around it, trying to find a hit on it. But now they finally get it. That Zenobia is gone. There is a Guan Yu defending this building. Is this real? It looks like it is. Guan Yu in this building. No, it's not a Guan Yu. There's no way. There's something in the way of it. There is, Smash Squad's Shrine of War was blue, and then it turned back to red. Okay, so that's what happened. They took the Shrine of War and then lost it back. Wow, things got crazy for a second there. FN, they'll lose their Sky Altar. This is not good. For the FN now, this is another 2 minutes where they're going to have to wait for 150 points per minute to generate for them. And this is just a back and forth. They took away 80 points per minute from the team in red, but just like that, they went back into losing their own points per minute by losing the Sky Altar. Now, for the record, those of you who want to go watch another match, get the fuck out and go watch another match. Anyway, I don't need you guys yapping in my ear because this match is going to be amazing. There's one more arc going on in here, and this can literally go down to the last few moments. And so, with that being said, here we go. Smash Squad having 3 altars, but they lose their Shrine of War. Extremely important building. They're not going to lose it for that long, maybe 10 seconds or so. But again, every single second of occupation missing is points that they're not gaining. The same can be said about this Sky Altar, which, quite frankly, is about to be taken back by Fate Nation, or maybe not. There's a lot going on in here. Are they not going to be able to take on their own building, which is literally right next to them? They're actually going to need FN to launch a rally to go in here. I don't think that's going to be the case. But they're trying to take the Desert Altar away from the red team, and the red team has the defense going on in here. Negan is standing by to refill in case there needs a refill, and there's people coming in for the swarm. Both teams are already posturing towards the middle. This middle is going to be huge. The team in red is about 42 points ahead, and this arc is a 4,000 point arc. Add to that the fact that the points per minute is in favor of the blue team. They can easily take a lead with an arc, and they know this. They're going to start pouring everything they have into this match. They take a Sky Altar. Oh no, they take the Sky Altar away from Smash Squad, and now they know what they need to do. They need to start rotating. They need to start coming in from the back, causing issues. People coming down from their own Desert Altar to the Shrine of War to try to disrupt that, and also people that took the Sky Altar away from Smash Squad are going for that Shrine of War. 4,000 points, give or take, difference between these two teams, and a whole arc still left. 17 minutes left in this match, and plenty of points per minute in the favor of the blue team, who are now a mere 80 points per minute. But listen, momentarily, they're going to take another building, potentially, away from Smash Squad. 2 buildings missing, 300 extra points per minute, and, oh man, they're still to the death. I think both sides still have to the death. Who am I rooting for? I'm not rooting for either team. I bet on FN, but I don't really care. I don't really care. It is indeed going to be a tough fight for the folks in FN to come back into this, but it's not impossible. They need to start by doing some disruption. They need to stop all these middle marches from just pouring in there, and they're doing that correctly. They're coming in for a major swarm on the Shrine of War. If they manage to take the Shrine of War away from Smash Squad, that's going to be huge for that middle fight. And you can see all these marches don't even care. They're posturing towards the middle. They know they have the bigger presence. They now move themselves up to the temple, and they do indeed have the bigger presence. The folks in blue need to take the buildings, and now after that, they need to start disrupting middle. This is a fantastic play. They stop one of the debuffers from making it to the middle. That is one Trajan that is not going to make it there, and Skittle has another one right there, but not everybody can focus on these marches right now. The building is getting hit, and so the swarm on the building is here. One Trajan denied from the middle. Can they catch this second one as well? They are posturing towards hitting it, and they do start hitting it. It is weakened down quite badly, which is very good for FN. They drop it down to yellow. They drop these marches down to yellow. They fluff them back down. Those are not full marches. War drums being used by Chiskel, and here we go. The middle fight is about to erupt. Smash Squad taking the initiative since they have the numbers to clear this middle early, but they might lose their Shrine of War in the process. They definitely are going to lose their Shrine of War in the process. To the death also dropped by Chiskel Gaming. Mystical formation by FN. And there's still a little more to go. FN are now about to take the Shrine of War away from the Smash Squad, which means there's going to be a slight lead in the stats, but is it going to come quick enough? Because I see a lot of frowny faces coming out of that to the death from the blue team and very little red ones. For every 3 or 4 or 5 blues, I see 1 red. This is big trouble. Here we go. Shrine of War secured for Fate Nation, who are now coming from behind as well. They're going to try to disrupt this middle. They've got marches coming in further. They have yet to use their offensive skills. They've used defensive skills. Do they have what it takes? There is a massive brawl going on in here. 47 seconds before the arc arrives. For the record, the building game is in favor of the team in blue. For every moment that goes by, they are gaining a big point per minute lead. This is a 380 points per minute every single minute, and they are closing down the gap down to 2,600 points, 2,800 points. This is going to be extremely exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Even if this arc is not delivered, is going to be close. So for the team in blue, they cannot allow the red team to get this arc. They don't even care about getting it themselves. They can probably potentially win this without grabbing the arc. But if Smash Squad and red take the arc, this is going to be too hard to come back from. The black banner of death shows up on our screens, which is gonna cause insanely annoying issues. Here we go. The arc pops. Who drops it first? Which side gets it? And let's take a look as the arc is here. Lots of blue frownies, but again, all they need a delay. 14-minute delay is not easy to pull off at all. Nobody has the arc just yet. Someone has to pick it up, and Westy West. Yet again, the arc carrying God has picked it up yet again, and Smash Squad slowly just chunking the blue team away from the middle with To the Death being procced by them, and they're just so far ahead on those stats. They're so far ahead that Westy West yet again picks up the arc, and I mean, the man is gone. The man is gone. Like, the blue team's middle presence is just completely obliterated, and Westy West just dips. He just dips. And while the buildings game is in the favor of the blue team, and while they're ahead in the stats, they have more damage, they have more attack, they have more defense, and they are now, 460 points every single minute in their favor. This is going to come down. Listen, this is not over just yet, because Smash Squad might have another 4,000 points to put in, which will put them about 6,000 points ahead. But there's 12 minutes remaining. And if the folks in blue can continue to maintain a strong point per minute lead like they have been, this is going to go down to literally provisions. It is not over just yet, primarily because the buildings game is so far ahead in the favor of the blue team. If the blue team didn't have the points per minute ticking, like the Sky Altar that is not supposed to be theirs, like the Shrine of War that just now got back into the hands of the team in red, I would probably say that Smash Squad have this game in the bag. The problem is they're down to less than 2,000 point lead, which is going to go down to 6,000 point lead. Now, granted, there is a very slight possibility here, but I mean, the team in blue just needs to start gaining buildings like crazy. They cannot keep chasing this arc. This arc is all but there's nothing they can do about it. It is completely and utterly and totally and absolutely gone. And now can the blue team pull a rabbit out of their butt and somehow gain some more points per minute? They've seen this play before. They know that Smash Squad is now coming to the Shrine of War, and they are going to welcome them with open arms, getting that swarm done really quickly. But this works, again, a little bit in the favor of the team in red, because there's a lot of blue presence here that is focused on defending the points they currently have rather than trying to gain more points. And this is a rotation that benefits Smash Squad quite well. Some folks realizing that, they're like, okay, we got to posture forward a little bit further. We got to make it through. They are going towards the building. I mean, they were going towards the middle. Now I'm hoping that they go towards the building. Swarm incoming for Smash Squad. 10 marches are going to smash into the Shrine of War. But this time there's enough blue presence here that there is a very strong possibility of this building not flipping hands. If it flips hands, oof, it is going to be a very problematic. It is going to be a very problematic match. Last time we checked, the folks in TR were ahead by quite a bit against 114K. Chat, if you're enjoying the cast, don't forget to drop a like. And of course, hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. Dropping the arc this far into red territory is just not going to help. The red team is already pretty much securing this arc. There's nothing the blue team can do about it. They need to get buildings. They need to get points per minute. That's the only thing that has a little bit of a chance to save them. They're going to need to offset the points per minute game that the arc, the points that the arc is getting Smash Squad right now with points per minute in this last 10 minutes, and then out provision them. Notice the match is 14 is less. It's 1,100 points difference, which will make it a 5,000 point difference. But again, 10 minutes remaining, and I mean, if the point per minute game remains like this, then there's going to be a 2,200 point lead for Smash Squad. So this is nowhere near close to being over. The folks in blue need the points per minute. Smash Squad needs to stop this point per minute gain for the blue team, and they are doing that by taking back their Sky Altar finally. They do take away the Shrine of War from the blue team that has such a massive presence here, and yet still somehow lose their own building and take a moment until they decide, maybe we should probably swarm this. But as they're doing that, there's an infantry rally booking its way into the Desert Altar, and the Desert Altar is already being swarmed. There's a slight swarm by Smash Squad in here, but the team in blue cannot be deterred. They need to focus the building. They cannot allow themselves to fight the open field and get smushed by the open field presence. Here comes the rally. Where is the FN? Why are they fighting so far away from the building? The rally will not stop. It's going straight for the building, and this will allow Smash Squad the opportunity to swarm this rally down and defend their shrine, their Desert Altar. While that is going down, they take their Sky Altar back. The points per minute lead goes down to about 9. It's about 70 points per minute. The Smash Squad delivered the arc, making it obsolete that there is there to be one more arc. A 5,000 point game for Smash Squad, who are down 90 points per minute. There's about 9 minutes remaining. It's going to be a very, very tough uphill comeback for the team in blue. The only way they do that right now is by grabbing 2 altars right now, which is going to be extremely, extremely hard to do. If we go take a quick peek at what's going on in the rest of the matches really quickly, GX96 are about 1,700 points ahead of K6V. Zero Tolerance Z415 are ahead of SNC by about 2,000 points. JWM are 15,000 points ahead of 166. K374 is 26,000 points ahead of SK57. LIIG are they're extremely close to 1AVG. We might go take a peek at what's going on in that match momentarily. That match is down to the wire with about 1,200 points in the favor of LIIG. FN are, as I mentioned, as we're watching here, a bit behind, a few thousand points behind, 5,000 points behind to be exact. 412A ahead of the Kings by 4,000 points, 30,000 to 26,000. UCS 71,000 compared to the 1,400 points of NC, who pretty much didn't show up to the fight. They're like, we're done. Yep. OV up 40,000 points to the 23,000 points of 235E and more than likely winning this match. TR are up 4,000 points ahead of 114K in a match that's going back and forth by the looks of it. SX54 are losing their lead to JST by about 20 points. That match swung back in favor of JST. SX54 in the lead for a very long time. And 1008 ahead of LN93 by about 4,000 points. Here we go. It looks like Smash Squad are going to secure their victory. It looks like Fate Nation are going to meet their fate and remain within the top 32, while Smash Squad make it to the top 16 in Osiris League Season 4. 7 minutes remaining in the match and about 6,000 points-ish in the favor. Well, 5,000 points. 6,000 points in the favor of Smash Squad. And I believe that we can call this match a match because, man, this had potential. 10 minutes remaining till the end of the match. This still had potential. But when Fate Nation couldn't hold on to their points per minute lead, it was impossible for them to lose 3 arcs and then not be able to secure a victory in a points per minute situation where they really needed to be ahead. They're now equal, and every single moment that goes by works in favor of Smash Squad because it's a lead that they're not losing. So let's get out of this match really quickly and go take a peek go gander at what's going on in the LIIG versus 1AVG match because that one is really close. Let's go take a peek what goes on in here. Let's see what's the status. 31,000, 1,200 point lead for the team in red, but they are down in the points per minute by about 60 points. 1AVG ahead in the points per minute game, and there's a fight going down here by the Shrine of War. LIIG defending their Shrine of War very successfully, and now they got to take some buildings away from the folks in 1AVG because 1AVG are indeed ahead in the points per minute game, which means that 1,200 point lead is going to dwindle down. Not quick enough, 5 minutes remaining and 60 points ahead doesn't mean that they can close that gap, but Provisioners can definitely do that. And so now for LIIG, the top priority is to take these buildings away from 1AVG. If they manage to do that, then 1AVG might be in a pickle. This game might go down to Provisions as Arc will not have time to spawn. And by the looks of it, it was a 2-arc game where both teams picked up 1 arc. If I were to gamble, I would probably say LIIG picked up the first one and 1AVG picked up the second one based on the fact that LIIG was ahead and then 1AVG took the lead. So I would assume that that's what happened right there. ASA launching a rally, and this rally is a bit early. It is an Attila Takeda rally on a Zenobia, and there is ASA's swarm is in here as well, swarming the building too. While that goes down, LIIG's marches are pouring in. They're a bit late to the rally to help the rally with a swarm, but their swarm is going to come in to a fluffed down 1AVG Desert Altar. What's that? Well, that's going on. 1AVG's offense is hard on the Desert Altar of LIIG, but they don't seem to be too successful at it. And now Sky's rally aimed at the Shrine of War looks to be where the next aggression for LIIG is, but 1AVG is not going to let that happen. They're coming in with a late swarm to keep pressuring the Desert Altar, just like what LIIG are doing up here, except that LIIG are on the building with a rally and a swarm, and things are going bad. Mad Phantom in here trying to swarm the life out of everything in this building. But there's a huge presence by LIIG. 1AVG cannot allow themselves to drop this building. They need to get in. They cannot swarm. They just have to hold. They cannot let this swarm win. And there's a lot swarming this building and the rally that's doing enough damage to cause severe issues. Can LIIG take this building away? They are 30 points behind per minute. And so their lead is dwindling, but very slowly. If they take this building away from 1AVG, that's a point per minute lead and a gain for the next 3 minutes. And for the record, it's not going to help 1AVG too much because they probably will not have time to reoccupy this building. They know this, and so they keep sending marches in. They keep refilling the building. They are not going to let it go down, but there's just nothing 1AVG can do. This swarm is massive. They can just delay this, but inevitably LIIG League take away the Desert Altar, and they have hard push too. And so they are going to even start gaining points in here while they're 150 points per minute, and they're probably going to gain a couple of extra points. While that's going on, there's aggression all over the place. They're about to lose their Shrine of Life big time. There's a massive rally and a swarm by 1AVG. 80 points per minute down the drain for League. What else we have? Desert Altar secured. What else is blinking? There goes the Shrine of Life. Desert Altar is being massively swarmed by 1AVG. They're not going to let this stay. They're not even going to let League get those occupation any points for that matter. But no hard push means this is not going to give that many points, if any at all, to 1AVG, who will have a few seconds, about 30 seconds worth of points from this building towards the end of this match. And Provisioners are coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, here come the Provisions. Just like that, LIIG shoot up to about a 2,400 point lead. Both teams are starting to bring provisions in. Keep an eye on the score up there. Don't worry about what's happening in the middle of the screen. Keep your eyes on the top because that's where the money is at right now. Provisioners are going to change this match. I will shoutcast anything you need to know, but the points per minute lies in the red team's favor by about 70 points. And on top of that, the buildings are indeed well in their favor, although the folks in 1AVG took away the Shrine of Life from LIIG. They don't care about it. That building will not secure in time to give 1AVG any points. It's just denying LIIG their own points. And at this point, there is no reason to even try to grab it back. There's truly no use for this building. But what there is use for is the Sky Altar up on the top, which is taking a massive swarm. That is huge. That is going to be very tough. The point per minute differential goes down to about 1,500 points. The Provisioners are coming in. League cannot let the Sky Altar drop. The Sky Altar is probably the most important building right now. 150 points every single minute, and there's 1 minute remaining. 1AVG can take away those 150 points from League, which is pretty much 10% of their lead, and that lead is coming down to 1,400 points. Oh man, the building is looking very well secured. They just need to make sure they keep holding on to it until the very end. Their points per minute lead is helpful, but it's not that much as the point points lead is down to 400 points. Both teams bringing Provisioners. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 40 seconds remaining. Hard push by Fate Nation. They want to grab by Fate Nation. I guess we saw something weren't supposed to see. 1 AVG with a hard push as well. People are just trying to secure buildings as quickly as humanly possible just to gain that extra slight points. But man, just like that, 1 AVG take an 80-point. They take the lead as well. They take the lead. They are, oh boy, they're 900 points ahead and in the points per minute lead. The provisioners are coming in from 1 AVG faster than they are for LIG. Can 1 AVG win this? They are 10 seconds away, less than 1,000 points of a lead for them. Is there more left in the tank for the provisioners of LIIG as the last second? There's a last second entrance. And no, 1 AVG beating LIIG in the last few minutes of the match. 1 AVG pulled a clutch and get that W. And this turns from bad to worse. I was wrong. 1 AVG grabbed the first arc and LIIG grabbed the second. What do you know? The Provisions game definitely won that match. 900 points worth of a lead for 1 AVG was pretty much all gained from Provisions. They've offset their loss in the Buildings game by 150 points and the 500 points and gained some. There it is. A major upset by 1 AVG. Major upset. Wow. That is interesting. Is 401 completely out? I think so. I think this is GG. Let's go take a look at how this ended up, how the matches turned out to be. GX496 last moment lose to K6V. SNC1 beats Z415. JWM beating 166. 374 indeed, killing SK57. 1 AVG with a clutch final moment. Smash Squad with a huge victory on FN. Elf 359 losing to C9N. The Kings losing to 412 by about 6,000 points. UCS destroying NC1, who didn't even show up. OV beating 235E. 411K losing to TR. SX54 already zeroed, losing to JST in the last few moments. And Boobs 1008 Nation, Ellen93 lost by 10,000 points. Let's take a quick peek at how the groups ended up working out. LIIG are out. Ooh. 1 AVG eliminating League from Osiris League in a 2-2-2 madness where the points per minute differential was critical. 1 AVG lost by 4,000 points to JWM. 1 AVG then beat, where is it? Where did League lose? League lost by, wait. That doesn't look right. It doesn't look right for the record. We're going to have to do the math. But, man, League eliminated by 1 AVG by the looks of it. That is so interesting. 412A and UCS, 1V and BG, C9N and Smash Squad, TR and 114K. Everybody was like, oh, TR doesn't have troops. Oh, lol, TR doesn't have troops. Lol. Well, they just said, shove it. Song and OV qualifying forward, JST and SX54, and 1008 and 374. Most of the groups were very convincing, 3-2s across the board. And there's only one exception, the 1-2-2-2 that left League out. They should be through, though. They should be through. Interesting. We can do the math really quickly because at this point it's a point differential and I might be wrong, right? My math might be completely wrong. My math might be completely wrong, but let's see. I mean, it's a computer, right? I would assume that Lilith at this point have it right, but just in case, it's let's see. Read the rules. Net points. I thought it was point per minute. It was they changed it to net points. It was point differential. Let's see. Competition format, commander rule. No, competition format. Qualifiers, rest period. Net points is the points difference between the winning side and the losing side in a single round. So it's based on the net points on this round and not on the overall net points? Is that what you're saying? So how does that make any sense? Net points in a single round means that essentially if you lose in the round that brings you into a 2-2-2, you're out. So if you had 2 before and you fight against the 1 and the 1 beats you, then you're out. How does that make any sense? I'm so confused. I mean, JWM taking number 1 is clear, right? JWM taking number 1 is clear. Click on the title and on the trophy and you'll see net points. This is net points. Where? Net points. Okay. I mean, I'm just trying to understand it. Yeah. What's your point? I mean, you don't need to tell me. I know. That's what I'm trying to... That's for the match, not for the group. In the group. I'm confused. In the group. Where is it? Schedule. Where do you see this? LIIG's net points are higher. It will refresh the bracket at reset. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. This system could be still processing. No, I don't think that's it. I think it didn't finish. It's probably not working correctly. Rules. Oh my God. Again. Okay. For those of you who want to understand this, because clearly everybody's like, oh, you're biased because you're 401, but it has nothing to do with that. Read the rules. If multiple alliances within the same group have an equal number of wins, the alliance with the most net points from 3 rounds will move on. Okay? Now, how can you tell me that this... How can you tell me that this is for that match? If in that match, LIIG lost to 1 AVG, and therefore they should have negative points, not positive points. Not the first time tablet. According to this, League made it through. According to this. Now we can do our own math. We can do our own math with some Excel spreadsheets really quickly. And this will get fit, and you will see why very easily. Very, very easily. So we can agree, all of us, okay, we can agree that JWM is through in first place, okay? We're not even going to bother calculating JWMs. And we are also not going to bother calculating 166s, but we will calculate, of course, the matches that involve LIIG and 1AVG in there. So 1AVG, they lost to JWM by 42,000, 36454 equals this minus that. That gave them minus 4,000. Okay, we're doing 1AVG right now. 41,431 against 36948. If we do the same math, that W they had gave them, oh, that's backwards. Sorry. Gave them plus 4,483. Okay. And now 1AVG win against LIIG, and this is 36794. I mean, it's dumb for us to do this math, but just for the sake of doing it, so you guys don't think that I'm going crazy, we're gonna do it anyway. And so this gave 848 points of a lead for 1AVG. Which gave him a net sum total points of 1,243 points. Now, if we go in here and go into Alliance, 1,243 points is what we should see for 1AVG. Guess what? It's what we see. Okay? Now, we're going to do the same thing for LIIG. And now I see what you're saying, Tung. I saw that you wrote it a couple of times that it happened to you last Osiris League, but people still think that this is right, and so I'm showing the math behind it, and I'll show you guys the math in a second on the screen as well, so you don't I don't know, think that this is like, I don't know, whatever it is. So what's up, Bronny? Let me really quickly bring this here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm doing it on Excel, but you guys are not gonna see it because it's gonna be a pain in the butt for me to put that Excel sheet up. Okay, but 1,200 is what we saw. 1,243. That makes sense, right? Now we're gonna do the same exact thing for League. Okay, League, the matches. Where is it? This 37277 against 4017. Then they went 38978 against 39903. And then they went 37642 to their 36794. Okay? So if we do this math, we will see that League or LIIG are ahead, have 2,817 points, which if we go into the League stats, into Alliance, and into net points, you will see that they indeed have 2,817 points. And therefore, this will still be updated. Group standing should. Why group standing should? What does groups? How do you define? Explain to me how. Okay, group standing. What makes it for AVG, and what makes it so that JWM, 1AVG, and LIIG be in this order? Please explain to me that logic, TFOK. Please explain why JWM doesn't go then to last and stays out. Explain to me how the group standing should stand when all three have the same wins. That's I actually really want to hear that one. Chat, if you enjoyed the cast, don't forget to slap a like on it, of course. I've had a pleasure casting with you guys. We're just chilling right now, trying to talk through this this scenario. It's not updated yet. I understand. It will update. And League will make it through by the skin on their teeth, but they will make it through. Number before letter. Everybody and their grandma is gonna change their names to their alliance to 1111111000000 just to make sure that never happens. I was gonna change the name of my alliance to 11111111111 to make sure that it never happens. 00000 forever and ever. I'm just gonna hold on to all the zeros and then 00001, 0002 on farm alliances and then sell them to make sure that if this ever happens, people guarantee. Like, what? They'll probably count the matches between these teams. They're gonna count net points. Rules, people. If you go into the rules and you click on competition format and you swipe all the way down, you will see in group stage, the 32 alliances who progress to the playoffs will separate into 8 groups of 4 for a round robin stage. At the end of the round robin stage, 2 top alliances with the most wins of each group will progress through the knockout stage. If multiple alliances within the same group have an equal number of wins, the alliance with the most net points from the 3 rounds will move on. Net points is the difference between the winning side and the losing side in a single round. The winner score is positive net points, and the loser score is negative net points. Like, it should be points if the same points should go to the head, and it makes no sense that you make it above the team that you lost to. Why? If the same points, then there's no situation in which the same points. You know how highly unlikely it is that you'll have the same exact net points? You know how highly improbable it is? Other, number 5. You're talking about this? Wait. Other. Redo policy, league rules. Where's other? If point scores are tied at the end of the match, the alliance registered with the highest total power. Read. Costas. Read. If the point scores are tied at the end of the match, then the power wins. It's for a match. That is not for the league. That's how you break a tiebreaker in a match that ends up 100% tied. But that's for the match. That's not for the group. This happened with the Realm of Anubis last season, and Lilith updated the official after 1 reset. Yep, that's what we understood too. It's just like goal difference in football. I know, right? But people just don't get it. So really easy, and LIG are through, I think. I think so too. I think 1 AVG were they had the chance, right? If they would have won by 3,000 points, then they would have made it in. They took away 848 points. You know what? Let's do this math really quickly. Let's see what happens. How do we even this up? So let's do this. This equals that. And this equals that. Oh. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to find the sweet number that they needed to hit. Okay, so no, we're already past it. This is 1 AVG. Oh man. That is insane, chat. This is insane. This is insane. Okay. This is insane. 1 AVG. 1 AVG was 787 points away from tying the net points. And they were 788 points away from making it. 788 points more for in the differential. Yes, Blaze Daily, you're right. It's well, they would have needed a 1635. They needed 1635 points worth of a lead. 1636 points worth of a lead in order to make it through. And they were 787 points away from it. Whew. Oh. I mean, 1 AVG have been getting closer and closer to this goal every single season, right? Every single season, these guys have been getting it closer and closer. And now it's down to less than 1,000 points. They needed less than 1,000 points for the record. Just to make sure this is clear, right? Like, they didn't need it in this match, okay? If they had lost to JWM by 787 points less, 88 points less, if they had beaten 166 by 787 points more, I mean, that sucks, prospect. Mustafa, the likelihood of that is so small. It is so small. By the way, great cast. Super exciting. And the drama on the scoreboard. Yeah, the drama on the scoreboard was really good. But now we know. But now we know for sure. LIIG pulled through by the skin on their teeth. 1 AVG, 788 points. In any of the matches. Any of the matches. They didn't even need it in one match. They could have made 500 more points in one match and 300 on the other. And that's it. Wow. That's crazy. Now, for the record, right? For the record, if we do quick maths, just for the fun of it, I want to tell you what JWM is at to see whether there was a shot for anyone to take out JWM. Let's do the quick math on JWM. Obviously, this match, I mean, solidified their position. Before this match, okay? Before this match, JWM was up. $3,163 points. Just to give you some context, they were ahead of LIIG without the results of this match. LIIG was, technically speaking, LIIG was ahead in the net points, okay? And 1AVG was way, way below. So before this match, the net points were 3,600 for League, 3,100 for JWM, and 400 for 1AVG. Obviously, after this match ended, it's undisputed with a 20,000 point lead that JWM are 23,000 points ahead in the points per minute, right? But yeah, heartbreaker for squad. Nah, it happens. We weren't good enough this time. We weren't good enough this time. It happens. We had good opposition. We had a good teams coming up ahead of us. And I mean, I guess the good news is that the teams that beat us are the ones moving on. So that's at least something. I guess it's something to hold on to, I guess. And the two teams that beat us are indeed the better teams. Let's go look at the bracket. It's waiting. Why are you waiting? Oh, well, it's waiting because this has to work itself out, right? That has to work itself out. This right here. Group A. I mean, Group A is not sorted, so how are they going to place them? What's the closest margin of Osiris I've seen? 36 points. Carnage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back later tonight at 19 UTC, where we continue following the drama of Group F in the realm of Bassets. I appreciate every one of you who dropped a like on the stream. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you don't know, we spectated Lost versus TOC, two teams from 903 previously last week, and it was big drama. It was a hugely close match where one team beat the other by about 600 points last second. They're both from Kingdom 903. And now comes the problem. Lost and TOC are both a 2-2. However, if Lost lose to K81, let's do the math. You know what? Let's see the point differentials on these guys too. I mean, we can probably go into the rules to make our life that much easier. That much easier instead of doing the math. Bassets. Where are we? TOC net points. TOC is up 22,000 points and Lost are up 13,000 points. Okay? And they're going up against a team that is minus 2,877. And I don't remember which one was the other team. And minus 33,000. Yeah. So UN are definitely out. Now, the thing about it is, Can Lost lose that badly? Can Lost lose that badly? That will cause... Can Lost lose that badly? And can TOC lose as well? To the point where K81 has enough point differentials to make it through. It's going to be extremely tough. Lost are going to have to really... Even if they lose, they cannot lose by more than a few thousand points. They can lose, but not by more than a few thousand points. And TOC can also lose, but again, not by more than a few thousand points. If this match goes anywhere closer to big numbers, there's a shot where 1903 doesn't make it through. Look at the brackets. It's wrong overall. Is it? This looks okay. Group A. That doesn't look bad either. I'm confused. Realm of Anubis. 68 RB. Where on earth are 68 RB? should be first. 463F should be second. Ah, well, then that explains it, right? It explains it. It shows that any situation of a 2-2-2 scenario, it doesn't insta update. It doesn't do the it doesn't update the table correctly until the until a server reset happens, or I guess they need to manually set it up, do like the points differential as a thing that comes into the equation, right? So there's another one of these. Titch, I did not. I'm not going to lie to you. I saw that you messaged me, but just like you, after that stream, I got like, I would say well over 400 messages of people like, come to our kingdom. This is our kingdom. Come to watch our KVK. This is our KVK. I've not gotten to you yet. I have not gotten to you yet. I still have a pretty substantial list of messages. I still have a fairly long list of messages remaining. See? I can't show it to you. It's whatever. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people to yeah. Oh, Matera, that's you. No, I'm not leaving 441. I'm not in 441. What's up, Navy? The perks of becoming a public figure. Yeah, I'm not complaining. It's just, it's hard to get back to everybody. No, Kitty, I'm not leaving 401. I might leave Kingdom 2, but I don't know just yet. Anyway, chat, 10 likes till 100. Hit that like before you leave. I'll see you guys. Implemented the changes on your recommendation from last match. Thank you. No problem, Navy. I'm happy it helps. I'm happy it helps. You definitely had a good opportunity last match to be a huge disruptor. All right, chat, I'll see you guys in the next stream in a few hours. 2.5 hours, we'll be back. One more match to go. Yeah, it is what it is, Perry. We did what we can. What's my eye of the for the talent? I think we got wrecked. Oh, I put it all on... Ooh, we didn't get wrecked. TR. Cha-ching, baby. Let's go. We lost the 500 coins to Smash Squad. We lost 234 to JST, to SX54, who could have been my dark horse. But we made some. We profited at the end of all this. Did we get our coins? Can I get my coins? Ooh-wee. Cha-ching, baby. Let's go. Yeah, go. There we go. The dream. No freaking way. No freaking way. Somehow, I bet perfectly down to 10,000. No freaking... How? How is it possible? What? The odds worked out, so I get 10,000 Oryx perfectly on the dot. On the dot. How does that happen? You lost 3K on squad? That sucks, Amir. I don't know. I don't know how that worked, but it did. We went down to the exact 10K Oryx. Watch me take the sculpture by mistake. If I'm not mistaken, the sweet number you're trying to get to is 19,000, right? I think that's the sweet number you're trying to get into. We'll see. Not trying to clear the whole shop, though. Just to get, like, the good stuff. And then, of course, you can get the rest of the garbage. 30,000 points. 30,000 points gets you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Clears out all that. So we're a third of the way there. Which match are we casting next? We're probably going to cast the Lost match. I put everything on OV just for the S's and G's, although I definitely think that Song are looking extremely good, and you can see that people are starting to bet a lot more on Song than on... but still, lots of hope on OV. I don't really care for this. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't even buy the bundle. It's not that big of a deal. Craft the legendary equipment. Maybe now you will be lucky. Nah, I'm good. I don't need any legendary equipment now, especially now that we're done with Arc and we're done with KVK. So it's just like a... Don't need any of that. Need to gather for next KVK and prepare my materials because winter is coming. KVK is coming up soon. It's going to be a massive one. Chat, take care. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in a couple of hours. We hit 100 likes. I appreciate you all for that. Peace. See ya. Bye. Click the end stream, Gecko. You got to get some food. You got to get some work done. Do something. We're matching.